downtown Minneapolis. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. On the visitors' sideline, it is Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys put together a solid opening month, 3 wins against just 1 defeat. Across from him, his counterpart from the Vikings. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads it out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hey, what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
On play action. Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And the Lions first down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll push forward for about a yard. Late catchment up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 27-yard line.
We'll go play action with Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Laporta in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Lions first down. A gain of 5. And the Lions first down.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Surges for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4.
First carry for David Montgomery. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And this one blown up. Good serve. You drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
A 4-yard loss.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like the touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive?
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. His 2nd second rushing touchdown of the year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball, seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. And if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
That's a short one, caught by Loveland. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is McCarthy. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
That's another Vikings first down.
A run, and this is Ashton Genty. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That's to the outside. He's got Jefferson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
A gain of 9. Brings up
On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Johnson, touchdown, Minnesota. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And What a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. It allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Duvernay on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to see the football for the second time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to just...
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
It's third down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. As we are ready to get back underway. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and taken right at the midfield stripe. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They have been one of the better teams in terms of throwing the football this year. The numbers show that. They've come out of the gates hot in this one. That's quickly out to Jefferson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. He's got his big tight end. Colson Loveland. Touchdown, Vikings. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Here's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9 from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Gibbs. The ball comes out. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And before this drive starts, let's take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. It is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. The ball's deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. They look forward for a couple. Jabril Peppers up from the safety spot to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's the rookie from Michigan State. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good. For a Lions 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Lions.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, it's Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it away.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Laporta in motion. Throwing, Goff. On target to Laporta. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
You know, so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the corner's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline, though, and they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Montgomery, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now.
And he'll take this one in. Garrett Cobb, touchdown Detroit. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return is Dante Thornton. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Whoa! They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run right here, and it's Gentry. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. DJ Reed brings him down.
DJ Reed on the tackle.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing here is John. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Goff. He'll get this to his tight end, Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And they're in business now. He is inside the 10. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. He'll get this out wide. The Lions call their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Vikings offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
It's now second and
McCarthy to the air on second down. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. So, first and 10 now from the 30.
And the Vikings first down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They find Genty out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Brings up third and 2.
On the zone read, it's McCarthy. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
A 6-yard
That's a great job defensively. You could tell they sold out to stop the run here on third down. And even if he hands this ball off, Mike, I don't think that play was going anywhere.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Josiah Stewart on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
It's a toss play left to Gibbs. Up the sideline at the 35. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Lions first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Detroit.
They'll send a man in motion left. They'll go play action with Goff. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
More yards.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down. First and 10. Laporta in motion. On first down, it's Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Josh Metellus on the coverage.
Laporta in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And some good blocking. Springer, a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
He is going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now, Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a huge play for Detroit. And even 30 yards.
First and goal, Detroit.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Gibbs will take it in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Right, adds the extra point. And the Lions have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Thornton. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Looking middle, and it's complete to Felton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And the Vikings.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Whoa. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Run right up the gut to Jensen. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific. And that ran. And then a drop of loss of 5 to start the drive.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Off the RPO, that's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's going to be dropping after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him, that one falls incomplete. Here's the Lions punt team now.
Fox in punt formation for the Lions.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. That one is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Throwing again is McCarthy. And he can't get away. Down he goes. Back to 16.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on third and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Third and goal. McCarthy from the gun here. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on fourth down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3.
So, with a fourth and goal looming, we reached the end of the third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. They'll take this forward for about 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
From the 31, here is second and 5. From the gun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Laporta in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Kenneth Grant in there to record his second sack of the afternoon, and number 6 on the year.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
That's a short one caught by Laporta. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Here's Goff. Overcome in a flash, and he lost the football. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the fourth quarter.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. A dive, but too far out in front of him. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
To throw, it's McCarthy. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Lions offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
One out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down. Get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton.
Hampton, the ball carrier. A gain of 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
47-yard line.
A run. Genty. And a nice tackle in the open field. Limits the game to only 1.
At his 48-yard line.
Wow, important one coming here. Tie game late. And this is 3rd down. Now McCarthy. That's a short one, caught by Lovely. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Goff to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Oh, the ball's out. And the Vikings have the takeaway. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. He'll get this off to Genty. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Lions' 30-yard
Throwing
line.
now, it's McCarthy. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Hilton. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Makes the score Vikings 35. Lions
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To the outside, that's St. Brown. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
They motion a receiver right. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
For Lions, 1st down. A gain of 7. And the Lions
Throwing here is Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability.
It's a
Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Goff to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Dallas Turner. He gets in to register his squad's 10th sack of this one. The Lions will punt this ball away. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Oh, they had a shot there. It hit the 5. But it continues into the end zone. It will come back out to the 20. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
A loss of a
So these
yard.
situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. He's taken down just shy of the 10. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning is the only clock stoppage they have left.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Genty going to get it on the zone read. And nothing's developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Goff. His pass right side taken in by Cooks. It is 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw is Goff. Over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the Lions first down.
Now the spike as the clock takes under 50 seconds to play. On 2nd down, Goff. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Here's Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Gain of 7. It's 4th down.
That's going to be caught. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory.
On down.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on 4th down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge 4th down stop.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. 2nd and 11. So a win here for the Vikings. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.